Well, Georgia's governor, Brian Kemp, is expected to sign the state's heartbeat bill, which would ban abortions after a heartbeat is detected. And now some in Hollywood are threatening to boycott any TV or film production in the state of Georgia. Georgia State Representative and mother of four, Ginny Ehrhart, sponsored the heartbeat bill. She joins us right now, live from Atlanta. Ginny, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve. Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you and hear your story. So what would the heartbeat bill do?
Well, essentially, what the heartbeat bill will do in the state of Georgia is provide protections for those unborn children at the point that a detectable heartbeat, human heartbeat, is discovered. We recognize those unborn babies to be distinct, individual, living human beings worthy of protection in the state of Georgia. But the bill goes a step further than that. It recognizes the personhood of that child, which is an important distinction to make in terms of protecting that unborn child. We place a great value on human life in Georgia, and I am very proud to represent a legislature and a governor, Governor Brian Kemp, who has been willing to take those bold steps to protect those unborn children, those Georgians who are, in our opinion, have every right to live, work, and prosper in the state of Georgia.
All right. So what the heartbeat bill does is it changes the law. Currently, you can have an abortion up to 20 weeks, I believe, and now this would back it down to something like 6 weeks, and that's one of the reasons there are a number of celebrities who are threatening to boycott Georgia over the heartbeat bill. What's your reaction to their concern?
Well, I will tell you that Georgia currently is the number one state in the country for doing business. We have enjoyed that wonderful distinction for 6 years in a row now. So we place a tremendous value on our film industry, our movie industry here in Georgia. We love the fact that that has played an important role in us being a pro-business state. I can say that I do not believe some of the vocal movie stars and people in the movie industry that have been more vocal represent the entirety of the film industry. We are a very pro-film state. However, we are also a very pro-life state, and I do not think the two things are mutually exclusive. Okay. I can tell you that we've seen some activism, shall we say, and agitation around the Capitol the past month.
But there are certain instances where an abortion is necessary, and there are carve-outs in the law, right?
Absolutely, and that is also an important distinction. This bill is a compromise. It does not overturn Roe v. Wade. What it does is it balances the rights and interests of the mother with the rights of that unborn child. It's a balance. And in speaking to the balance and the needs of the mother, we have recognized those important distinctions, which would be in the case of rape or incest, in a situation where the mother's health is in question, certainly in the case of whether or not that baby is medically viable and able to live outside the womb. Recognizing that those things are important to upholding the rights of those women, we have included that language in the bill. Okay,
and by the fact that you have moved the number down to 6 weeks, essentially that's when you, in your legislation, are suggesting that personhood starts, right, at 6 weeks after conception.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, for centuries, the heartbeat has been a discernible, intangible indication of life. The absence of a heartbeat indicates death. The presence of a heartbeat indicates life. That is what this bill is attempting to do. That is what we are seeking to define, how we are seeking to define personhood. And as I said, as relates to the movie industry and the film industry, you know, I have been at the Capitol now for all of 3 months. I have seen a couple of folks down from the film industry at the Capitol. We don't believe they represent the entirety of the industry. You know, they come to Georgia because it's a wonderful place to work. We also hope that they respect our political interests, our moral direction in our state.
All right, very good. Ginny Ehrhart, freshman representative down in Georgia, thank you very much for joining us today and telling us your story.